What's up, guys? New Coin here. I figured I'm a cat fisherman as well, so I had a little bit of time on my hands to kind of show you some of the fishing gear I use whenever I go catfishing, bass fishing, crappie, bluegill, whatever. So yeah, I just got kind of lined up out in here in the garage. You can see behind me, I got kind of a catastrophe going on. I'm doing a rearrangement and building me some new benches and stuff like that. So without further ado, let me show you what I use. All right, this one here, it's kind of a little cheapo rod. I use smaller rivers, you know, nothing fantastic. This one right here, this is an Abu Garcia Pro Max on a Silver Max Abu Garcia rod. I use this for, you know, running artificials, lizards, worms. Great casting reel. You can pick it up pretty much anywhere, Walmart, Academy Sports, or any type of sporting goods stores, but very good pole, very good pole. The next one I have here, it is a Quantum reel that so happened I found on sale. It's a Bell reel. I'm running about a 20-pound test. Of course, I just got a regular Carolina rig set up on it. You know, this is about close to a 7-foot pole. Another small river pole that I use. Good pole on a Berkley fusion rod. Let me see. All right, this one here is my bluegill pole. Look at that cute little thing right there. I tell you what, guys, there is nothing more fun than having an ultralight pole like this with some about, I don't know, 4, maybe just a little bit heavier, some type of real light monofilament line. And on this little one right here, buddy, I tell you what, you can have fun. Now here is one of my very first catfish rods I ever got when I was a kid. And this is by South Bend, the catfish pole. Still got the original reel on it. Still got some weight on it, but unfortunately she doesn't get much use out of her anymore. Now comes to some of my, what I call big river poles. It's all I need. You see a lot of guys that go out and buy these high dollar poles, which, you know, yeah, they're good, solid, but I do a lot of bank fishing. This spring I should be getting me a boat, so I'll go ahead and show you this one here. This one right here is one of my babies. This right here was bought for me for it was a buddy of mine. It's my wife's cousin's fiance. He has epilepsy and he can't drive. And about a year and a half ago, he took me to a spot on the Ohio River, and he had one of these Pro Rockets here. And he said, go ahead and give it a cast. And I casted and instantly fell in love with this thing. Well, apparently, I forgot the conversation that we had. And he told me by March of the following year, if I didn't have one, he was going to buy me one. And I kind of brushed it off. So, second week of March, he calls me up. He said, come on, let's go. I said, where are we going? He said, just come on. So I went over and picked him up. I said, where are we going? He said, we're going to the lake. I said, the lake? I said, I ain't got no rod or reel with me. He said, I didn't say nothing about fishing. So I said, okay, which lake then? And there's a pay lake. Well, I don't do pay lakes. I don't feel that I have to pay for my fish. But I said, okay. So we got over there and we get out and we walk up to the booth. He said, pick one. I said, pick one of what? He said, pick you out a Pro Rocket. And I just was like, what? He said, I told you if you didn't have one, I'd buy you one. He said, you took me fishing. You didn't ask for no gas money. You didn't ask me to throw in half on bait. He said, the only thing you did was call me and say, let's go fishing. So this was my reward for taking him fishing. And yes, the Black Edition Ambassador, the Pro Rocket 6500 Catfish Special. And I went to Cabela's and came across this rod here. And yes, it is a 10-footer. You know, it almost kind of looks like one of those Ripsaw rods. This rod here was regular like $130 something. I got on sale for $79. This is my baby. Now, my next one I'm going to show you is this one right here. Actually, this reel was on that broken yellow one right there. But this reel, it's a 5,000 original. I'm sorry, 6,000 original. The pole, the rod, was given to me by the gentleman's father that bought that reel for me. And this right here is a 9-footer, but this sucker right here, it's a good pole, good rod and reel. Now this one here, this is an Abu Garcia, but it is China made. Well, not a lot. I mean, pretty much all the gearing can, you know, pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for? Match up to the same gearing it's in here. Of course, again, you know, this 6600, but like I said, it's China made. It's got the push button in the middle. But the thing about China made now, guys, is, I mean, they got one heck of a frame underneath. And this right here, believe it or not, is one heck of a casting reel. And the rod that I got it on, I got from Academy. It's an 8-foot. It's called a ProCat. It's a real heavy action rod. And let me tell you, this sucker here, I got 25 on this. If you hook into something, you better hang on, because this pole has no give to it. Okay, let's move on down the line. Here's my youngest boys, his very first little open-faced Bellcaster. My oldest son got it for him for his birthday. He's proud of this one. Here's another little cheapie, but a great rod and reel if you want to catch some small bluegill, some crappie. It's a little Zebco, you know. I mean, it's, see the little hook I got on it there. And really fun rod and reel to catch stuff on. Now this one here is my oldest son's, because this little turd, I'm out casting my first bait caster I ever got, because the first one I got so mad, 13, I just decided to throw it away. Excuse me. Well, this is his. Like I said, he's 11 years old. You know, he's got a nice rod to go with it that somebody gave him. And believe it or not, guys, I paid $29 for this. And it is a Granite Outdoor rod and reel, or reel, I'm sorry. Comes with a 3-year warranty, 6:3 to 1 gear ratio. And let me tell you what, guys. He took my Black Max that I have right here that I use. This is my bass reel. He took this reel right here. First time. This is my first one that I bought to learn how to cast a bait caster again. Great reel, guys. Great reel. You cannot beat it for the money. And I mean, it's just a great casting rod. But he took this one right here. Dad, can I try it? And I said, sure. I had it on a bigger rod than what I had it on now. And let me tell you what, guys. Most kids, they'll get a bird's nest. Not mine. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, let me get to a couple more and kind of wrap this up quick. Here's some older ones. Like this old Abu right there. It's on the original pole. Here's another old Abu that I use. Here's my crappie rod. This one right here, I don't know if y'all ever seen one of these. If this is an extendable rod, okay? Down there in the end of it, it extends out, and it'll extend from here to my garage door. Very good for crappie. Here's another couple little crappie rods that I have. rods and reels. This one right here, believe it or not, guys, this one right here, okay, everybody knows what kind of reel this is. Yes, you guessed it. I found this reel in a partial rod laying on the side of the road in a ditch when I was coming home from my little secret fishing hole. Yeah. Here's another couple rods. This is one I usually take out whenever I go on a kayak. Here's another little, little small panfish rod and reel. Here is an ancient one that I'm probably sure that a lot of guys know. Hang on, I got one get ready to follow me here. Oh, come on, get off there, dang on it, here we go. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera and do everything else. All right, a lot of guys I know remember these. Boom. I got this rod and reel with this Oder Abu and a few other rods and reels off a lady for $25. But this sucker right here, my son loves this, my oldest one. This is the rod that it come on. So yeah, he really likes this one. Okay guys, that about oh, almost forgot. If anybody has ever heard of wish.com, guys, let me tell you, this reel right here, I naturally reel with my left hand on open faces like this. So they had this reel on Wish for sale for $112, regular $2 something. Okay, and I know you other guys know what good old kind of stick this is. Yeah, buddy, whoop 'em stick. Now, this one right here, guys, here's what it is. Look at the gear ratio. It's called a DMK right hand reel. And I tell you this, between my Abu that I fish bass with right there, my Black Max, my Pro Max, my son Jackson's, this sucker right here, wow, unbelievable casting, guys. And this is what I run springtime over them nests. So I'm telling you, and my wife always asks me, why do you need so many poles for? Well, it's for every type of fish. And yeah, I broke this one. This one was a 10-foot. It was a Shakespeare. But, like I said, still 10-footer. I snapped this one night on a fish that got away. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's good for maybe a walking stick. Not real sure. Tell you what, guys, you give me an idea of what I can make out of this, and the best idea that somebody comes up with, I'll give this away. That's a promise. Like I said, it's probably, see, I'm 5'10", so I'd say this thing's probably right about 5 foot. It's a 10-foot rod, doy. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing busted on the end. I don't want to make another rod out of it. So if somebody can come up with a pretty cool idea, Still got a spot to put a caster. Somebody come up with a cool idea and I like it. That person will win this and I will ship it to them. So, anyway, all right, guys. Well, like I said, here's a tour of my messed up garage that I'm rebuilding. Over here is where I'm going to start to extract gold out of gold parts, table saw, kids' bikes, workout machine, the Farm Boss generator. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in and checking out some of my fishing stuff. I got a job offer the other day, and I'm going to take it. It's back to operating heavy equipment, and I'll also have some footage of doing that as well. So give me an idea on what I can make.